It is a Wednesday, a great day for volleyball, and we are back here at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center in San Juan for day one of semifinals action in the very thrilling Invitational Conference of the 2024 Spikers Turf. We are done with our first semifinals match with the crisscross crunchers sweeping FEU, and we are ready for game 2. SAVOUGE going up against Signal HD Spikers, and like I said, it has been a thrilling conference so far, and I think the excitement will just start to amp up even more with the semifinals underway. And on your screens, you saw Signal and SAVOUGE getting ready for a rematch where, shall we say, Signal has a bone to pick with SAVOUGE because they are the only ones who tarnished the reputation of Signal, or at least their record for this tournament. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chikiro Puno. I'm with Noreen Go, and Alexis Tinsay will be joining us today as well. So this is going to be a match that I think has a lot of ano ba? Bad blood? Di naman.
For me, I think it's personal.
Ay,
This match, it's
talaga
personal.
ba?
We are at the semis, but I think this is, like you said, they have a bone to pick talking about Signal.
Yeah.
But SAVOUGE wants to make sure it's no fluke.
Yes,
Right?
they want to prove that they really deserve that win. Of course, all kidding aside, these players are all friends
Yeah.
outside the court. But yeah, we want that kind of excitement because look at this tournament. We are already at the semifinals. Talk about the format again.
Well, we started with 10 teams, single round robin, and only 4 remains here in the semis. Another single round robin, but the 4 teams will be joined by a guest player, a guest team. So another single round robin, top 2 will play for the gold, and the rank 3 and 4 for the bronze medal match.
All right, so nakita na nga natin, like we mentioned, already one game has been settled, and crisscross looking good so far. Ito yung ating, the 4 that you went through. You mentioned the 4 teams, crisscross, Signal, FEU, SAVOUGE, and of course, the guest team, the Kondo Gumi Hyogo, who we actually saw in the last Invitational.
Yeah, and the last invitational, they got the bronze, so you know they're out for blood as well. They want to better the bronze medal, maybe a silver, and hopefully a gold.
And you know, I think they're going to be surprised because I feel like these teams are even stronger than they were the last time our guests were here on our soil. So it's going to be that kind of semifinals. And let's look back at how these teams got here, starting with SAVOUGE.
Well, what a conference it has been for SAVOUGE, we have to say. They won, you can read that. They won their first 4 matches. But the biggest win for them is they beat Signal in 5 sets. And then LaSalle in a very, very important match to get to the semis. But this is the story. That's that story. It's so impressive. Number 3 in spiking, 6 in blocking, 2 in serving, 3 in digging, 4 in setting, and 2 in receiving. So obviously, why they're so successful this conference is their floor defense. Very sound floor defense, so they're able to actually convert it to offense.
You know, it just dawned on me, we are playing a Japanese team, and we are playing like Japanese players now because I think not just SAVOUGE, but in general, the defense of these teams are looking very different this tournament. But let's talk about offense first and talk about pouring salt on the wound. See, Jill Torres, of course, a former Signal HD Spiker, now on the other side.
That's a great intro because for some of these players, it's all about the fit, we have to say. And Jill Torres has fit SAVOUGE so well that he is a top scorer in terms of middle blockers and number 7 total, overall. So what a performance by Jill Torres. You could look at the numbers, crazy. 25 blocks, 68 attacks, but 25 blocks. So he's going to be instrumental in today's game.
Yeah, and you know, he's getting a lot more playing time. I think he has found his place in SAVOUGE, and it looks like they are actually gelling very well. And we saw that SAVOUGE has had a strong start, and syempre, it suffered a couple of losses, but we know that this is the team that beat Signal. And if we look at the road to the semis for the Signal HD Spikers, they only had 1 loss, and it's against this team.
Well, you did say they have a bone to pick, but you know, for Signal, it's good for them that they lost early rather than late. After that loss, they never looked back. They won their last 7 games. Look at the numbers: number 2 in spiking, 4 in blocking, 2 in serving, 7 in digging. You know, when you look at the stats, the categories, you can see that they can convert. That's how talented they are because their floor defense is just, I would say, just in the middle of the pack. You could say 5 in receiving, even worse in digging. But they're able to make up for that by, great setting and overall attacking.
Yeah, exactly my observation also. If you look purely at the numbers, you are not going to guess that they are performing as well as they are Signal, having only given up one game. But he just put their entire team all together, led by, of course, the top option, Jao Umandal, who is, no surprise, stellar this tournament.
He's always been stellar. I mean, ever since he joined Signal, he has been like the first option. If he doesn't get to play because of their deep lineup and the depth of their bench, he contributes when he comes off the bench. And we have to mention this season plagued by injuries and illnesses. But in the semis, it's going to be a different story for Jao Umandal.
Yes, we know that definitely, and I know you all know that too. Alexis Tinsay is with us for our coverage today. Of course, Alexis, how do we get everybody to get in on the action today?
Cheeky and Noreen, you're right on that part. It's the semifinals. Everybody is so excited, and that's why we love to interact with our lively fans online. And if you're on the Pilipinas Live app, there's an exclusive poll asking which team will limit their errors today. Alam natin yung dalawa nating team, malakas sa opensa at depensa. Kaya naman ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang errors. Now, you can also join in the conversation online by using the hashtag SpikerSurf2024. You can also visit our Facebook and Instagram pages. And for our second game of our Wednesday doubleheader, we'll be back here on the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bobby Celso. Second referee, Mr. Joven Racelis. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our SAVOUGE Aesthetics Spin Doctors. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Sherwin Caritativo. At number 4, Gils Jeffer Torres. At number 10, Norwell Sanama. Number 13, Michael Vince Imperial. At number 18, Luis Gaspar Gamban. And number 19, John Daniel Diwa. Starting libero is number 5, Rico Marius Marmeto. Head coach, or sitting in as head coach, is Sidney Calderon. Presenting our Signal HD Spikers. Let's begin with our team captain who wears jersey number 8, John Paul Bugawan. At number 3, Joshua Retamar. Number 10, Wendell Miguel. At number 17, John Mark Ronquillo. Number 20, Lloyd Josephat. And number 21, Louis Ramirez. Starting libero is number 7, Vince Lorenzo. Head coach, Mr. Dexter Clamor. This is match number 47, the semi-final round.
And on your screens, the starters for SAVOUGE in their first appearance in the semifinals. This is a big day for SAVOUGE, who, like you mentioned at the top of the coverage, had a strong start in this tournament.
What a conference it has been for them. It goes to show the changes are working.
Yeah, and Signal, they're used to this situation, been there, done that for them. But again, as we highlighted at the top of the coverage, it's these guys, SAVOUGE, who kind of messed with their almost perfect record. So that's the story. That is the lay of the land today. It should be exciting. We're expecting a heated match. I don't know about you, but I really want to see how the floor defense of SAVOUGE, which they have proven, will tire out the offense of Signal, diba?
Well, you know, that, like we said, no, the top of the coverage, the reason why the reason why they're very successful here in this conference is because of sound floor defense. So, you know that I don't think they're gonna tire themselves. You're right, they wanna tire Signal, but for me, from that match that they played, it's going to be a different ball game because both teams have learned throughout the matches they've played. Imagine 10 teams, so that's 9 games apiece. So
Yeah.
a lot of learnings for both these teams.
That game, no, it was early in the conference. It was a 5-setter, very exciting. It was SAVOUGE, actually Signal taking the first the first set, tapos SAVOUGE, so balikan lang.
Yeah.
And umabot sa 13-15 yung last set. So an upset clearly for Signal, and they will score first in our second semifinals match.
A bit of jitters there you can see from Diwa by the net. I'm sure, you know, the respect they have for their opponents, and you see Josafat playing a great conference for himself. So they have to settle down early on.
Back set, and trying to get over the blockers. Didn't quite do it, so tama ka, medyo nag-adjust, jitters. It is that kind of situation when they're facing going up against a very seasoned Signal.
Have been an error, but you see the way he elevated. He has impressed me personally throughout the conference. And what you want to see is he can only get better, and his consistency. Oh, what a dig.
Ramirez there with a stop. One more time for Shawi. Caritativo also all over the stats, and look at now we're seeing it's actually Signal now showing off with their defense. Really good effort there by Luis Ramirez in the back.
Yeah, but that was just too strong. Look at Caritativo. What's that? Shoulder shot. No, it's not a facial, but still, I mean, that should boost the confidence of SAVOUGE.
And Miguel, Diwa there, manning the post in the front. Ball back to SAVOUGE. Quick by Imperial, and I think that is going to be a point for, is it? It looked like it was a check ball. Are they going to get it?
Yeah, I think so. But again, you know, that's great defense on their end, so they're able to come up with these combination plays. So far, so good for SAVOUGE.
And this time still off the blockers. We have rallies right off the bat here. There's a violation going to be called against Diwa on the SAVOUGE side, and that is a point for Signal. So medyo mahaba yung balikan. Like we said, usually isa tayo sa patayan, patay-patay dito.
Yeah, obviously the scouting, you know, both teams did their own scouting report, followed the reports, and revised their game plan accordingly.
And that one is called outside by the lines judge, off the hands of Signal. So a point for Loisa. That's Loisa Gamat's first point.
But Coach Dexter was signaling that it clipped the line. Oh no, it looked out. Looked out. Good no challenge for Coach Clamore.
That was a little overblown, but Signal asking for a check ball and a great big video challenge. Nakita mo?
A great screen.
Big screen, big 9 yung video challenge ng Signal.
Okay, there was an admission on the part of SAVOUGE.
Mababait sila ngayon, ha? Hindi natutuloy yung mga challenge. But look at this first set so far, Noreen. It's just been nip and tuck, back and forth.
You know, I think that victory of SAVOUGE over LaSalle did wonders for the morale of the team. Because a lot of people said that it could have gone either way. It's supposed to be close, but SAVOUGE just played spectacular. So, you know, that should bring them towards the semis with high hopes.
Yeah, but that is exactly what got them there. That was the obstacle that they needed to overcome. And here they are now, enjoying their time at the semis.
Whoa.
And really giving Signal a good game so far.
You see, if the follow-through of Sanama is on point, look at the way he looks like a Jude Garcia
Tama.
when he plays,
Yung
right?
athleticism niya, ganun. He's so light on his feet.
Yeah.
5'11", Orwell Sanama. First service error.
These they got to check, obviously, the net error, the service error, because it's such a great start. You mentioned the long rally, so we're hoping for more of that and not, you know, not the errors.
Good pickup by Lorenzo. Back row attack. And that's called outside. And SAVOUGE thinks there was a check ball, but doesn't look like they're going to get it this time. So all of a sudden, a 3-point lead here for Signal. Series of errors, including that service error. So 4-1 in errors early in this first set. SAVOUGE needs to clean up.
That's going to be very important. Wow.
Okay. Okay. Kaya naman nai-impress si Noreen sa'yo eh.
Right? He's really good. And what you want is, you know, for me, I wonder the story behind him, if this is his second year or so. But imagine conferences from now.
Yeah, that's right. Pagbigyan mo pa ng experience niyang si Sanama, no? His raw talent is really just through the roof.
Yeah.
And Signal will get the 8 points first with a 3-point advantage against SAVOUGE.
Back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference. Cheeky Nareen, the last time Jao Mandal played against SAVOUGE, he was sidelined with an ankle injury and a nagging lower back pain at the very last set. But this time, he's back in peak form, ready to bring the same intensity he showed during their first showdown with a few tactical tweaks. SAVOUGE's dynamic combination plays are a challenge, but Jao's game plan is clear. Take a calculated risk with their service to set up a solid reception. They're also keeping a close eye on Jill Torres, the former HD Spiker who knows their system inside and out and is now with the Spin Doctors. Can the HD Spikers turn the tide this time in set 1? Let's see if the comeback starts now.
Thanks a lot, Ai. Parang may spy, ano? Parang ang setup ni Ai, si Jill Torres, parang spy. Pero totoo yan, as we take a look at Jao Mandal, who still has not made an entry into the court today.
You know, we talked about it about him at the top of the coverage, and now Alexis spoke about him. I'm sure his fans are wondering, when is he going to come? And when is he going to play?
Well, Signal is not worried. They are enjoying a 3-point lead. So far, so good, and it just is. This is a testament to the depth of Signal's bench, really.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You know, given injuries and illnesses. When a coach sees that a certain 6 is working, sans those players that can't play, then, you know, they give them the opportunity.
Yeah. So like you mentioned with the format, it's single round robin in the semifinals. So they get to play each team once more before they get to the final. So yeah, talagang kailangan i-preserve talaga lahat ng mga players. Everybody, especially the star players, need to be in top form.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked good. Diwa this time, scoring.
Well, we always say a point is a point. You know, I mean, it wasn't the strongest of hits, but the most important thing is he angled it, right?
Iniwasan eh.
Yeah.
Blocker, diba?
Yeah. Oh, good dig.
Oh, yes. There are those digs that are synonymous to SAVOUGE. But I'm looking for Miguel, and that bounces off the hands, way off the court. And that's going to be a point for Wendell Miguel.
Well, we have to say that's a great set by Ora Tamar, creating that one-on-one, and Miguel just angled his hit off the hands.
And what can you say about the Ora Tamar just blending in so well with the Signal HD, just his playmaking and just the way he comes in with all the confidence.
Well, I think it's no surprise because we have to say he is the prized rookie out of UAAP. So I remember his first game. I covered the game before that. Then I saw him warm up. I said, "Are you happy?" I said, and he said, "Very."
Very. And I'm sure they're happy with him as well. Caritativo, as we said, all over the stats, doing very well.
Good save.
He goes up, asipag. Oh. Great chase there by Caritativo. Play continues. And action just so fast. It's all about speed for these guys. Ronquillo finally with a point.
Third point for GM Ronquillo. But what you love about Signal is they're all just ready. You know, when Retamar just picks who he wants to set to, that person is just gonna hammer it.
Ang kita mo, handa rin sila na bumalik yung bola. Alam nila yung kalaban nila, magaling ang depensa.
That's very important.
Oh, now both teams with service errors, these high-risk serves. They also know that the reception of SAVOUGE is up there. I think they are, as a team, in serves, they're number 2, I believe.
SAVOUGE?
Or service reception.
Reception
yes,
is number 2. Yeah.
So, kailangan talaga lakasan ng signal ng mga...
That's true. That's true. Good dig.
Off the hands. There's the defense. It's a broken play. Ooh, almost. Ramirez with a great read. Hang time.
Long rally.
Ramirez will go again. Both teams playing really awesome defense. A cut shot for Sanama. He's having quite a day.
He's having quite a tournament. You see the way he just crossed it? That snap.
Ganda no, angulo nun.
Yeah.
Isa pa nga, if you missed it, in case you missed it. Oh, what an angle. Sanama just showing off by this time.
Remember that name,
Yeah.
Sanama. I mean, the way he plays, you won't be surprised if he can vie for MVP honors.
So 2 service errors each early in this match.
That's a better serve.
And that's outside. So binantayan lang naman ni Loisa. Confident that the ball was gonna go out.
Good read, though. I mean, that was close. Triple man block there.
Also, Bush got themselves a pretty prized rookie as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dig.
Oh, great pickup. Look at these liberos working hard. Ramirez with a cut shot, but Gamban was there.
Oh, still alive.
One more chance. Where will Owa go? To the right pin. Masyado mabilis ang pangyayari. Loisa Gamban all alone with that block. But it was too much.
She had a hand in that. I mean, it was a one-on-one, but Ronquillo just able to angle it, and then it hit the antenna. But you love the effort of both these teams.
That's a good set too. Yeah, props to Owa Retamar just identifying the weak spot where there's only one blocker. Whoa! Too quick. And Gilles Torres, the former Signal HD spiker, making his move.
Yeah, we have to say, he barely got playing time when he was in Signal.
Yeah.
That's why I think for him right now, it's so much to prove. And he's #1 among all the middle blockers.
Wow, that's a great redemption story
Yeah.
for Gilles Torres. Nice first ball. Ramirez hitting it off the hands. Started with a good first ball.
Yeah, that's just a smart hit by Luis Ramirez. He saw the blockers. Okay, I'll just target the fingertips. Ramirez is also another prized acquisition for Signal.
Oh, nice set. Oh, wow. That's a great combination play. That looked really good.
4th point for Sanama. Yeah, you're right. It looked really good again. Great first pass. Look at that. Great slow-mo. It's just a 2-point game.
Again, we are really impressed by the playmaking also of Retamar, just picking the right guy. And Signal maintains their 3-point lead in our second technical timeout.
One game at a time lang muna kami. Kung sino yung mga kalaban, sila yung muna yung paghandaan namin. Siguro ngayon, mas pinagandaan namin sila kasi, yun nga, elimination, dinalo nila kami ng 5th set. So ngayon, mas marami kaming lesson na dala-dala para mas maging mabus pa yung team namin.
And you heard it straight from Jao, Umandal. But, knowing how much they prepared against this team, matuwa ka rin sa SAVOUGE because hindi naman sila masyado nagpapahuli. It's a 3-point advantage for Signal, but it hasn't ballooned to more than that. They have kept it at 3. At some point, we were at a deadlock. At the start, it was just a side out. So SAVOUGE holding their own, but Signal is determined to get them back.
Yeah. And we have to say, I mean, we're having great rallies today. What a match. And I'm so happy we're covering it.
Always happy to be covering with you, Noreen. And Signal, this is the first time they lead by 4. So SAVOUGE already panicking a little. And Coach Sydney in the house.
Tama yung set. Walang mali doon. Huwag mo na masyadong i-ganon, Sai, kasi nandito ka na pumalo eh. Diretso mo na lang. Guys, bumubuka yung blockings nila. Kailangan lang natin ng proper placement. Ilagay lang natin sa walang tao, ilagay lang natin, pwede tayong maghulog, lagyan natin ng variation yung palo natin. Di bale, 4 lang yan. Matibay naman yung receive natin. Hey,
She knows her strengths. She knows the strengths of SAVOUGE, which is the receive and the defense acknowledging that as well.
Yeah, I like the way she actually coaches. I mean, we talk a lot about like Coach Tai, Coach Dex, you know, but Coach Sydney is actually doing a terrific job.
Parang alam niya yung approach sa mga players niya because they're very, I mean, as SAVOUGE gets a point. And you know, the thing that we notice from SAVOUGE also, they will always score after a timeout. Ganun sila mag-respond sa coach nila. But going back to the coaching style of Coach Sydney, no, kalmado siya kasi alam niya na, I mean, this is probably the most, I mean, the loudest and the most flamboyant and showy team, di ba, SAVOUGE, that's their trademark. Ang masaya sila sa loob. Pero contrast to the demeanor of their coach.
Right, right. Well, it's the fit, and they fit perfectly.
Still a 4-point lead for Signal HD. 7 excellent sets already for OR at the Mar. One-handed set.
You know, Chicky, you did say, you know, you acknowledge the fact that the floor defense of SAVOUGE is really on point. I mean, that's their strength. So a serve like that by OR at the Mar, they just punished him. You know, they took advantage.
Di pwedeng ganun-ganun. One-handed set this time from Ratamar. Ball back to Signal. This is a set play, and that one finds the line.
And that's what you do. You know, if the defense working, you change things up, you get the back people involved.
And you have the decoy, everything just working to a T. Oh, good first ball. Straight to the setter, and that's what happens.
I was distracted by Coach Bonono's. Coach Bonono, right? But anyway, he's the one who's saying, "Gita, Gita, look at your tao, your tao." And then the middle came, and like, he's like, "What?"
Oh, that one just went right through the blockers. Quick point for Signal. And they're getting closer to the 25-point mark, maintaining their 4-point lead here. Nice reverse.
Oh, sorry, I have
Diwa with 5 points already.
Yeah, I need to correct myself. That was Coach Herschel Ramos, former
Si
Signal
Coach Herschel,
player.
yung kaninang naririnig mo. Whoa! And he will just not quit. Sanama, he is determined to make the highlight reel today.
For sure.
To dominate the highlight reel, so we say.
You know, I was looking at the stats in that match, the SAVOUGE Signal during the eliminations. He just played the first set. That's it, and he scored
so
3 points.
Nalagpasan na niya yata eh.
For
He
sure.
scored, yeah. Ilan na ba si Sanama?
Sanama. We're
And we have substitutions now as we just checking on the 5 points already for Sanama today. Already out doing his performance the first time these two teams met. Sabi mo, 3 points lang.
And he just played the first set. And you see the way he's playing, it's like he's a keeper. He needs to play all 5 sets.
Double substitution, Silang Calado for Signal on the court now. JP Bugawan also. And on the other side, I think I saw also
Pedro.
Pedro, yes. That's a good first pass. Buhay pa! That's 4 touches. And SAVOUGE says we'll take it.
Yeah, great change up
Yeah.
there.
And the lead down to 3. So SAVOUGE now wants to get a string of points. Signal already dangerously close to the 25-point mark.
Look at the face of Lois Agamban. Poker face, game face on.
Calado trying to go cross court, but a little too wide, and that is a point for SAVOUGE, a much-needed point for them. They
Yeah.
need to create in succession. Signal call for time.
With single block, ang mindset kailangan, pag single block, kailangan makapuntos tayo. Be confident. Hey, pwede to. Lamang naman si JP. If not, medyo dito yung bola. Oh. Hey guys, receivers, medyo dito yung bola. Medyo dito, para hiwalay. Pwede ka mag-reverse dito. Ay, dito pa si Buboy. Dito sila dito. Si Louie. Oh, si Louie. Go. Let's go.
Hey, signal! Signal!
Coach Dex leading the call for time, despite a 2-point lead, perhaps also to ice the server a little.
He had to break the run of SAVOUGE. And you did hear him say, if you have one blocker, that's supposed to be an automatic point, reminding the guys to play it smart.
Good first pass. That one worked. Again, the boys in red responding to their coach. A point after that timeout. And looks like Jao Mandal off the bench now, making his entry late in this first set. And Miguel will sit out.
Well, throughout the first set, we kind of preempted his return, and his fans must be delighted for his entry. Oh, what a serve.
And a quick conversion. Look at SAVOUGE. Sabi mo, what a serve. Pero kita mo naman yung sagot nila.
After I said what a serve, I shut myself.
It just happened so fast.
Yeah, and a better job on the side of SAVOUGE to counter that great serve.
Yeah, it was a great serve. Umandal with his first point. Playing a little basketball there. And you can see in Zhao's face, tapusin na to.
Yeah.
That's the message. SAVOUGE spin doctors will take a timeout.
Okay, rotation. Ikaw pa kayong tatlo pasok. Pasok. Sukin mo na dalawang quick. Okay, coach. Tapos dulo ka. Galingan yung pagpasok. Pero hanggat maaari, kung kaya mo rin...
Kaliwa
Kasi kung kaya mo setan kasi mataas yung points natin ngayon sa middle eh. Priority mo middle. Basta prepare kayong dalawa. Pero ikaw pasok ka pa rin back way. Go. Kapitan natin.
I mean, what I'm hearing from Coach Sydney is just the number of options there are from SAVOUGE. Parang lahat yata tinuro niya. Pwede lahat kayo are possible options.
Yeah, but she reminded the boys that they've been more successful, or they have great success in the middle, with the middle. So that's the #1 priority. So we will see. But we're kind of confident with the first pass of SAVOUGE. Not that time.
And Caritativo is a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Again, responding to the timeout.
Well, this team really, I mean, they've improved. Aside from that victory over Signal, they've improved coming into the semis.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, so did the rest of the the league. You know, everybody really has upped their game. I'm not just talking about this tournament, but in the league in general. Just Spikers Turf is not the same league when it started.
Like on an upward trend.
Yeah. And Signal gets 3 tries to win this first set. Hasn't been easy for them. And count on SAVOUGE to really give them a run for their set point.
Yeah. They will have to realize that they need to work for their set point, like you said, because SAVOUGE will just try to prolong this match.
That's an easy one.
Whoa!
I was just gonna say, what a combination attack, but read like a book by Signal. Just what a way to end this first set with that double block.
Well, I was listening again to Coach Ramos, and he did say double quick patong, and they actually listened to him, and you're right, they get the stuff blocked.
That looked really good, but really props to SAVOUGE for giving Signal a pretty good challenge. 25-21 is how that first set went. We'll talk more about it after the break. 25-21 is how that first set went down. It was exciting. It was close all throughout. Actually, 4 points was the biggest lead that Signal enjoyed throughout. And they ended with that advantage also, that differential. Taking a look at the highlights, we're going to see a lot of Sanam.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have to say both teams really are giving us, or they're putting on a show for all of us. Yes, Signal may have won, but the quality of the defense, of the plays by both these teams, really it's fun to watch. Look at the numbers, attacks by 1. The blocking, both teams actually they're not top 5 in terms of blocking, but Signal 2 important blocks. And what about that last one to get the first set? And then the errors just 5 and 6. But really, Signal just finding the right stops, knowing how to counter, attack, and yeah, they get the first set.
You notice that there were no aces. And that is not because the serves weren't good. It's just because the reception of both teams actually so impressive.
And we have to say, with that statement you just made, it favors Signal because SAVOUGE, given that they're number 2 in receiving and 3 in digging, Signal has a different story, but for them not to give up an ace, obviously it favors them because they have corrected a weakness on their part.
Good point there. Just taking a look at how these boys have performed so far. We've got 3 of the top 10 scorers on the field right now. Gilles Torres is the 7th best scorer with 97. Caritativo is number 8 with 92. And Jao Mandal has 87 points. He comes in at number 9. So those are the top 10. And one thing to consider also is Signal likes to play with their bench a lot. So you also consider how much playing time these boys get. Si Jao Mandal hindi naman lagi binababa, as you see, comes off the bench today. So there's that dynamic going on in Signal. If you're wondering why Jao Mandal is not higher up in the rankings, it's probably that.
Yeah, I mean, we did say, you know, a bit of injuries, illnesses throughout the conference, but he came in for a very brief moment and he still scores the point.
He's 100% so far. There's SAVOUGE's defense. Ball still alive.
Chance.
Imperial looking for Caritativo. Oh, pushing it to the left.
Marmeto just shoves Diwa away.
Another chance here to set up. Imperial from the back goes Loy Segamban. And you know, this is great. Sa bilis ng pangyayari, talaga nakakapag-set up pa ang SAVOUGE.
And we have to say also, we keep saying, or we keep commending Or at Tamar. What about Imperial?
Yeah.
Doing a great job also finding the right or the open player. This time it was Loisa.
Quick point, but that one is outside. Lucky break here for the Spin Doctors.
Well, the error department, we have to say 5 and 6, pretty decent for both these teams.
Yeah. And mostly actually from the service line. Nope, that was an error. Ball back to Signal. What a wind up. That's down the line. Doesn't get closer to the line than that.
Precision for you.
One more time on that last one by Miguel.
Look at that. No look. No look hit.
Big serve. Well, too long. But again, they are challenged to really come up with the big, hard serves because they know who they're up against.
Yeah. They have to deliver the goods from the service department. We have to say Wendell Miguel did not play in that match against SAVOUGE. So he also has something to prove here.
Palitan lang ng service errors.
Okay, if that's the case, fine. But once the other team starts putting their serves in, you know, you gotta minimize these service errors.
Oh, that's interesting. As a quick play there. Amban coming from the left pin. The lefty scoring off the blockers.
Boy, what a set, or what a match Loisa Gaban is having today. You know, I mean, we've watched her throughout the conferences. She gets blocked from time to time, but so far today, so good.
That's a chase by Owa, and still they manage. I think, yeah, it's outside because it went outside of the antenna. And SAVOUGE, I think, was trying to keep the ball in play, pero hindi na pinayagan.
That's actually very difficult to keep alive, you know. Yung tansya from the antenna.
Oh, missed the line. You're saying yung version ni Sanama nung down the line na nakita natin kay Wendell Miguel, pero medyo lumabas.
Yeah, I mean, for Sanama, he has been successful just targeting the court. Don't go for too much. You're playing so well. Don't try to go for precise line shots.
And that one's inside. So back from back row and just going deep, finding the line this time.
Right? You see the way he angled his hit to go cross court, making sure it lands inside. Signal scored.
That time just one blocker in his way. 5-all.
This is a close one.
Let's see if SAVOUGE gets to enjoy a lead. That's a good serve. Ramirez hitting it off the block. Again, the antenna. And SAVOUGE still did not get the lead. But they're keeping it close.
Yeah, it was a 3-man block. They anticipated that the set would go to Ramirez. Ramirez just finding a way to get it through, powering it through the hands of the triple-man block.
6 points for Ramirez today. Service error. These are early service errors. We count 2 already and nasa 6 points pa lang tayo.
Well, again, I think it's messing with their heads, you know, Signal. They need to have tough serves.
Oh, and that's happened again. So this is like deja vu all over again. Palitan lang sila ng service error.
Well, if you're SAVOUGE, we have to say you're down by a set, so you want to get your serves in. Also, because you acknowledge the fact that Signal's first pass isn't the best, isn't the greatest in this conference, so just get the balls in.
Oh! Miscue almost. And Imperial just, he went for it, but a little too long. And now Signal up by 2 and first to 8 in the first technical timeout.
Back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the Spikers Surf Invitational Conference. Cheeky Nareen Shawi Caritativo is ready to bite with a big roar. Given that he was POG last match, he told me that he's so pumped up and told me even that the Signal HG Spikers may have the height advantage, but SAVOUGE is bringing that street ball grit to the court. The game plan, mautakan ng Signal HG Spikers to push for a podium finish. Jill Torres, on the other hand, also told me he knows the Signal's blocking system by heart. But with SAVOUGE's pinpoint passes, he's confident they'll have plenty of opportunities to convert those points. Now, Chiki Noreen, we have volleyball comments from our fans. Sabi ni MKDE Lumot for Life, sana manalo ang SAVOUGE. Sabi naman ni R. De Liomes, and SAVOUGE made it to the semis. Well-deserved at Signal Boys agad ang nag-welcome sa kanila. Give us a good match. At sabi naman ni Hard Hitter James, Papa God, lumiwanag po sana ngayong araw. God bless and guide our team, SAVOUGE. Use the hashtag SpikerSurf 2024 to join in the conversation. Let's go back to this heated set 2.
Thanks so much, Ai, and keep your comments coming. I mean, we're glad that everybody's enjoying this really heated match. And daming fans din ng SAVOUGE and talagang alam nila kung gaano katindi ang laban na binibigay ng Signal sa kanilang koponan. We're coming to a challenge, a ball in, ball out challenge, but you did talk about Shawi Caritativo, who has only just scored his third point. We saw as this is definitely on the line here.
Well, I'm sure that's part of their game plan because they know that Shawi will be guarded. So you try to get Sanama, more sets, and later on you'll see that she will get Shawi will get her sets.
Oh, I think everything you said we just saw happen. Shawi got the set, but Signal knew exactly where to be to counter Shawi's attacks.
Three-man block. And we've seen Ronquillo, Josafat, and Miguel. The way they block, I love the form. And that slow-mo says it all.
Signal third best blocking team in the league. And the service errors, this is going to start to matter because dumadami na eh. And if you're the spin doctors, you want to take advantage of these service errors by Signal and not meet it with your own service error.
Yeah. That is what's important. First and foremost, get your serves in.
Ooh! Quick one by Ronquillo.
Boy, for me, GM Ronquillo really is a silent operator. I mean, his efficiency is like 80% in this match.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, yes.
One-handed set again, Sanama. Retamar got a hand on it. Oh, look at that chase.
Oh.
Amazing.
Still alive.
Oh! And look at Sanama. Interesting how he had that in mind. Hindi talaga puro palo, hindi puro lakas. Kung pumasok yun, I think pupuntos talaga siya.
But what an effort. We gotta give it to Wendell, Miguel, and the rest of Signal.
Amazing chase.
We gotta come up with a term for that. All of them biglang yung nasasayangan. There should be a term for that eh.
Yeah, we see it a lot here. Whoop! Ayun, walang sayang dun. Clearly another stuff block. And Loisa Gamban knew it, acknowledging her error.
Yeah, defense, net defense now coming to play for Signal. Great read. I think that was Ronquillo. Was it Ronquillo?
And look at the blocking stats already. 4 for Signal, none yet for SAVOUGE. And a quick point for Diwa.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna match power for power, even if I have that, because again, we need the point.
So it's 9 serving 13. Aside from the service errors, the Signal is playing very together, really seamlessly. Oh, tit for tat. Nakagante ang Spin Doctors with that block point.
Well, a lot of the fans held their breaths, I'm sure, because the momentum of Ronquillo is going towards the net. You're just hoping no collision, but yeah, good luck.
SAVOUGE still trailing. They had a chance to get the lead earlier, but they did tie it up. And it's called outside by the line's judge. So we saw Luis Ramirez skin that line earlier today, but that one went out. And we have a timeout.
That is why we need to better our second ball. Hey, listen. We need to better our second ball. Yan kasi ang problema. Kahit misreceive, kaya naman ang second ball, di ba? Just better the ball. Next. Hey. Hey, JM. Gamit. Sa kamay. Patama sa antena. Tapos. Okay? Pasa. Kumpiyansa. Let's go. Side out. Right away. Let's go.
Next ball. Hey, signal. Signal.
We often hear coaches, and we often talk about the first ball, rarely the second ball, and that was the topic of conversation for Coach Dex in that huddle.
But if you don't have the first ball, then the second ball is in question, right? It's risky.
So I think kailangan din tulungan, I guess, kasi mahirap din yung mga dumadating na bola. So, Signal still in the lead anyhow. But SAVOUGE is gaining on them. So back to 3 is the lead now for the HD Spikers.
Well, what SAVOUGE wants at this point is to get some stops at the net, 0 blocks. You want to try to change things up. And what better way than to get a stuff block off of Signal?
Pedro, happy with that down the line hit. Very timely. And there's something also that the Pedro brings when he is on the court. Iba din kasi yung dala niyang the experience, and the leadership,
Comic
and the
relief.
flair. Yeah.
Comic relief.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and now Signal lapsing into errors, and SAVOUGE only within a point.
Yep, I agree. Errors creeping in for Team Signal. They're actually letting or keeping SAVOUGE in the set.
They're actually helping out the Spin Doctors. Ramirez, no error there. That one, a kill by Luis Ramirez. So looking at the errors, kanina 5 and 6 for the entire set.
Same.
Ngayon, nandito na tayo, pero kalagitaan pa lang eh.
13 and 15, two-point game. Oh, good dig.
Yeah, good defense there. Ball still alive. Back row attack. Shawi is dug again. And that's off the block. Ramirez scoring. If you're Caritativo, you must be frustrated. Kasi talagang bantay na bantay. He has been being watched like a hawk as Signal gets to 16 points first with a 3-point lead in our second technical timeout.
sobrang excited kasi nandito na kami sa semis, nakapasok na kami. Ito na yung goal namin. Siguro yung mindset namin ngayon para makuha ulit namin yung panalo namin against Signal is yung yung ginawa namin nung elimination na nag-enjoy kami sa laro and i-overcome namin yung pressure na meron sa amin.
So far, 97 points in this tournament for Gilles Torres. The first meeting, he scored 8. He has 3 so far. So we wanna, if you're SAVOUGE, you wanna activate him a little more and see what he can contribute.
I think it's part of their game plan, you know, to let the let the weak hitters go to work. You like that again from Louis Ramirez.
Yeah,
Good effort.
we love the football and the volleyball. Whoop.
In time for a Christmas season where there are dances in parties.
2-point lead for Signal. Quick for Retamar. JP Bogawan getting into the action.
But yeah, I mean, so far not too many middle, not too many quicks. I mean, if we talked about Gilles Torres with 3 points, and look at the second set score line.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. They have to get him his touches.
So far, Louis Ramirez, the only one in double digits. 10 points.
Good serve.
Caritativo. Yan ang hindi na mibili ng set. That was a difficult one. Just tinaas lang talaga yung bola. And Shawi made do.
4th point. But I think at this level of play, you know, all our setters are great setters. And if you don't get a good set, there must be a reason. So yeah, you just go for the hits as much as you can.
Oh, wow, what a pickup. And the Pedro tried, but couldn't do it. That's 2 in a row for JP Bogawan. So, you know, if it ain't broke, I mean, just keep doing that, I guess.
Yeah.
And we know JP and his hang time. That's his specialty.
And the speed of his hits. Good serve.
Again, Caritativo, unchallenged this time. Deep, finding zone 5. Sakto.
The blockers were like,
What happened?
a little bit of collision there, I think, between Josafat and Retamar.
That was a beauty.
That's what they need. You get an open look, you get a point.
Oh, nice block. Good reflexes by Diwa.
He knew that. I saw the thumbs up sign, the first ref.
Nasa net ba?
Yeah.
Whoop.
It was in the airspace of Signal.
And still a 3-point advantage for Signal. But, you know, this looks very similar to set number 1. Oh, again, the service errors. Never a good time for those, for Signal. So if you're SAVOUGE, take advantage.
Yeah. But it's uncharacteristic of Retamar. He's been such a great server this one for him.
Yeah, it's already 6 for Signal in this set alone. Total, rather. Pasok yun. Right back to Signal. And it's 2017.
I love his celebration after that. I mean, he's always been a character to watch.
Happy about that one. Wendell Miguel also having a solid, steady game today.
Oh, the serve.
Oh, good look. Look at that to the Pedro. We almost want him to get the touch because we want him to celebrate the point. It's so much fun to watch. At alam mo, ang ganda rin ng no-look, the precision of that set by Imperial.
We talk about
Such a character.
personalities. Yeah. Good save.
Chance ball for Signal. Let's see what they do. Owa pushing it out. Oh! Louis Ramirez, he's dug.
Wow.
Almost. Gotta give A for effort to Loisa Gamban going for that one.
And she looked good doing that. The grand jeté.
Yeah. Timeout, spin doctors.
Maganda yon na-deflect natin yung bola para makabalik tayo. Pero ang ganda ng effort natin lalong-lalo na sa floor defense. Now, next level naman natin yung blockings natin at saka atake. Dapat maka-convert tayo na maayos para naman makahabol-habol tayo. Ha? Guys, last time out na namin to. Kayo na bahala nandyan sa loob. Ha? Ay, meron pa ba? Oh, meron pa isang timeout. Kapit lang tayo, nangyari na yan sa atin nung ano yung nakalaban natin. Ulitin lang natin yan. Yes, sir!
One more time in that last play, and Gamban, and Coach Sydney also commending again, just acknowledging the good defense. Pero nga, next level ang kailangan, sabi niya.
Can I just say, nasira yung dramatic ending to the huddle.
Oh.
This is our last time out. Kayo na bahala dyan. May isa pa, may isa pa.
May isa pa naman. Oh! Miguel knew what's going on there. Oh! Come on, Roquillo! That was deadly.
And then he makes it look so easy. Look at that. Didn't even break a sweat with that kill.
And Signal is definitely having fun on the court. You see smiles on their faces. They're having a great time here. That's called inside to the lines judge. And Gamban looking for the zone 6. They've been doing that. Na medyo nakikitaan nila ng konting weakness doon sa dulo, sa zone 6, no?
Because that's the hardest to get, you know. Normally, the players, there's a formation that you go in, move forward.
Oh, good up. Loisa with the chase.
Oh, still alive.
Yep, another chance here for SAVOUGE. Loisa again. Off the hands of the blocker. Signal this time will set up. Oh, some confusion. Off the block.
Long rally.
We have a rally. Good cross. May tawag. Somebody was at the net. Somebody's going to be called a violation on the red side.
Are they going to challenge?
But what a rally that was.
That was a great rally.
So exciting. Ang ganda nung balikan.
And you like the way Loisa Gamban is just so gung-ho every time the ball is by the net. She's going to hit it.
We love the floor defense on both sides and how really they make the highlights. Kasi ang ganda talaga ng mga saves eh. Both teams actually showing off their floor defense. Let's see, is there a net fault? The shirt is flapping away and yeah.
It was
Goes
Bugawan.
to the net. It's the shirt's fault.
Shirt's too loose.
You know, you wonder if that's something they take to consideration. You know how in some sports, like in swimming, nag-iiba yung kanilang mga yung kanilang mga outfit because they take all these things into consideration. We've also seen how volleyball uniforms have evolved, especially for the girls. Oh! And that's clearly a point. Quickly done by Louie Ramirez. Sabi niya, tama na muna yung mga rally. Tapusin na ito. Look at that form.
Yeah. I mean, so far, if they need a point, Louie Ramirez just delivers.
Hey, Rodder now on the court. The tallest man for Signal. Showing up for the first time today.
Talk about depth of bench. You have Rodder coming off the bench.
Yeah. And that is off the block. 3 men unfazed. Loisa Gamban. Talagang matapang eh.
Yeah. What a game he's been having today. That's not easy. That's against JP Bugawan. Well, they need a run here. You know, they're down by 2. It is still possible.
6 so far for Gamban. But that really betrays the effort that he's been putting, even with just 6 points. The
Chance.
defense.
Yeah.
Ooh. That got past Pugawan. This time from the right pin. And that's still a point. Louis Ramirez on a roll coming from the right side this time.
Louis Ramirez is just a party pooper for SAVOUGE today, at least here in the second set. Yeah, blockers are there, Jill Torres, but Ramirez will not be denied.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at the last time these two teams met. I don't know, did we mention it? Louis Ramirez didn't even play. Like you said, I think you did mention that.
No, I mentioned Miguel, so a couple of guys actually did not play.
So that's a problem for SAVOUGE. That Louis Ramirez is in the house for this their second meeting. For those of you just joining our coverage, we look back at the first meeting of these two teams where SAVOUGE beat out Signal, their only loss in the preliminary round.
And it wasn't comeback fashion, right? They were down.
And it was so close throughout. It was 15-13. That one is called inside.
Jao Mandal. Who
He's
else?
back. And that's it. But it wasn't easy again. We got to say, you know, these rallies have been so exciting. And Signal, they just know how to finish. Of course, you bring in Jao Mandal, and that's an easy solution to a problem. Yeah, and identical scores for the first and second sets. And I think more or less things went kind of the same way, with SAVOUGE having bright spots, but still in all, it's Signal with the finishing touch. We'll take a quick break. We are back here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for the first day of competition in the semifinal round of the 2024 Invitational Conference of Spikers Turf. Set 2 highlights after that 25-21 win by Signal.
Well, you did say at the end of the set number 2, identical scores, but it wasn't the same story for me. I mean, Signal had to work extra hard in trying to convert. You know, it wasn't easy because, again, the defense of SAVOUGE was just stable. I would say sound and stable. When we say worked extra hard, look at the attacks. They had to step on the gas and, you know, create 17 attacks compared to 11. The blocking, better blocking from SAVOUGE. You want to see more of that, or more of those from the Spin Doctors in the third set, because it is a must-win for SAVOUGE if they want to force a fourth set.
But you're right, the disparity there in the attack. So SAVOUGE, they know what they need to do. Arena Plus, Astigza Sports.
Well, we want to talk about the top scorers here. Ramirez, we mentioned him, 13 points thus far. Ronquillo with 10. So you see two players already in double digits for SAVOUGE. The highest scorer is actually Gamban with 6. It doesn't feel like 6 points. And Diwa with 6. Sanama rode the bench in the second set, and I don't see him starting here in the third set.
Yeah, he
with 6 points.
exploded the first set, no?
Yeah.
Si Sanama. And yeah, we didn't see him in action in set 2. And Caritativo, we talked about how he has been really just watched very closely. He only has 5 points. He had 3 in the first set, 2 in the second. So, and we know how he usually produces a lot more. Pero talagang binabantayan. A quick point by Diwa. I think that this is what they need. They need to produce quickly. Hindi nila pwedeng pahabain because the rallies are usually won by Signal.
And Diwa right now, he leads all scores with 7 points. Silent, quiet points for Diwa.
A reset here for Signal. Wendell Miguel timing it. That did not go past the net, it seems. Or somebody's going to be called net violation. And Diwa saying, I did not touch the net.
But they're not going to challenge. I think it was De Pedro who touched the net.
Ah. It's early in their game. Let's see one more time if we can spot the violation. Well, we saw the net quiver, but I don't know if it's the ball's fault. Yeah. Oh, look at that reception. And, you know, this is what Gamban has been able to figure out, the three-man block. Nakukuha niya eh.
Gamban is in the zone in this match. You're just surprised that, you know, I mean, Ramirez can score 13 points, and the way Gamban's playing, that's just his 7th, or her 7th point.
Ramirez from the left side again. Ramirez is the go-to.
Stat 1. Add 1 more point.
40 now for Luis Ramirez. Highest scorer on the court, on the field today.
And it's just very textbook now. I mean, when it's out of system, just set it to Ramirez.
Good save by Owa. Oh, he's gonna get it. Yeah, he's gonna get it. Again, Luis Ramirez was not present in that loss to SAVOUGE the first time these two teams met.
Well, you know, there's a change of roles there. You saw Retomar with the dig, Mugaon with the set, but then what is constant is Luis Ramirez.
Well, that was a tough one also. Magpayo, they're setting up Gamban. And Narciso is a setter, finding De Pedro. You know, De Pedro just scoring in trickles, but so far pretty good efficiency when he gets the ball and usually just gets the point.
Yeah, that's his 3rd point coming off the bench. So much needed contributions from the bench.
Oh, that's a bad luck for SAVOUGE. Sayang yung effort. And, well, you know, the rolling of the eyes. We don't need to say too much about that.
Oh, I'm sure these coaches have mastered the art of rolling the eyes without actually rolling them. It's like in their brain.
Bumawi naman agad si Shawi.
They need a run. You know, I mean, SAVOUGE, their game, they're playing well, but there's not enough. You need the way they can play. They can actually play better.
Yeah.
But they need some
They need
pushing.
to lead.
Yeah.
They haven't led. And this is a must-win 3rd set. Oh, masakit. And they know it. 2 service errors in a row.
And we've seen that also in the 2nd set. You know, every time they're like there, then the service error.
And you know, kung error ka rin sa serve, yung lakasan mo na lang, di ba? Yung mga high-risk serves.
Actually. Like that.
Oh.
It's a case in point.
Okay. Oh, but almost forgivable for Luis Ramirez, who has been really just piling on the numbers.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying. I totally agree. If it's that one is case in point. If it is going to be a floater, just get it in. If you're gonna go for the strong jump serves, it is more forgivable.
Coach Sidney natatawa na lang.
Back-to-back service errors.
Natatawa na lang. Back to back.
Sarcastic tawa yun.
Mga
sure.
ngiting aso yun. And Narciso. And you know, sayang, these are excellent plays. I mean, they do so well with their set plays, pero nababaliwala sa mga service errors.
Yeah. Well, it's still early in the set. They need to correct it. That's what's important.
And SAVOUGE still looking to lead in this third must-win third set.
Now better serve.
Wendell Miguel getting the ball back. And Signal refuses to let up.
Well, we have to commend the wing hitters, you know, when they need the points, you know, Miguel and Ramirez and Ronquillo, they just score.
Oh, that one did not get past the net. So an error there. Diwa is getting a lot of touches, so they are going to the middles more. But that last one did not work out for SAVOUGE. Signal with a 2-point lead.
Back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for set number 3 of our Wednesday doubleheader in here in the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference. Cheeky and Noreen, Wendell Miguel, who's used to having batchmates as his teammates, told me that his biggest challenge for today's game is as leader of Signal. He's guiding a team of young 20-somethings who, of course, have a different communication style as Gen Zs. Instead of acting like a full senior, he's working on being a kuya, meeting them halfway with a more considerate take on emotional and holistic well-being. With teamwork being SAVOUGE's main advantage as seen by Signal, Wendell aims to solidify that dynamic game after game. While they're on a back-to-back win streak, we know for sure for Signal, winning is just more than just victories. It's about the strength and connection they hope will carry them to another championship by the end of the season. Let's see if they'll turn heads and close it out in 3, as this is a chance to repolish, as said by Cheeky, their reputation alongside SAVOUGE.
Thanks so much, Ai. And we love watching. We have been enjoying Wendell Miguel on the court today. Parang that very light siya.
Holistic.
Tawa ng tawa. You know, yeah, I think nahahawa din yung buong koponan.
On cue!
Oh, yun pa. Yeah, he is definitely a kuya. Sets the tone for the team. And alam nila kasi, tama si Ai, yun yung strength ng SAVOUGE, di ba? Saya-saya nila on the team and they really have that connection. So, Signal naman, well, their system is so set.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they struggled in that match against SAVOUGE, wherein they lost. We did talk about it at the top of the coverage. Their only loss, but it seemed like they've adjusted. You know, they made their changes, and they're looking good here.
I mean, that last time they met, it was Jao Mandal who scored the most with 21 points. Mark Calado had 11, and they have not been, playing today. They have not been instrumental today, so SAVOUGE should be taking advantage of that. Hindi na nga linalaro si Jao masyado.
Yeah, but what about the 6 that Coach Dexter has chosen to play? And hey, look who's in the house. It's Brian Bagunas. Bagunas, yeah.
Yeah. Missing the action in Spiker's turf. Well, we're certainly missing him too.
Well, Signals, if you look at the score line, it seems like they're not missing him.
Yeah, quick point here. SAVOUGE celebrating point number 9. SAVOUGE still looking to lead. They can't quite cross that threshold.
It's like a speed bump.
And again, must win. And, you know, if you're a SAVOUGE fan, you're looking for that. You're right. You know that they have it in them. They just have to dig deep, find a way to just eliminate the errors and play more clean in this third set. And if you're just a lover of volleyball, you want that too, because you want to keep seeing these two teams play.
And you love the effort. I mean, I totally agree with what you're saying. You love the effort, but for SAVOUGE, you're right. You know, there's something, they need a push somewhere, somehow.
Oh, here Austria, team captain on the court now. And maybe that's what they need. The leadership of Hero Austria, just easy peasy off the block. A point's a point.
Let's see if Austria becomes infectious You know, if you say that the leadership and I don't know, maybe the psyche's got to change for SAVOUGE.
Hero had 10 points against Signal the first time. That's a big serve. Oh, joust won by Owa again. Just really good playing by Owa Retamar, just really manning the net there. And the team celebrating that point and just acknowledging his effort.
Look at this. You want to learn how to brush it off the blocker's hand? Learn on that.
Natin makasalat ng block kasi tsaka yung pagbalik natin ng bola, kailangan natin maka-convert. Kasi nakaka-depensa naman tayo eh. Ang problema natin yung conversion natin sa kabila.
Pag dumikit, blocking talaga natin. Ngayon, pagka medyo bumuka-buka, tamang deflect lang, parang mag-chance ball sa atin.
O yung unahin ng talon. Kunyari, di ba pag-approach, pag approach yung makba ng isa, sa akin tumalon. Kasi sa taas pinapalo eh.
Ha?
Saka huwag yung sagarin dito, ang sagad natin masyado. Ang ano lang natin, tikong
Guys, hindi pa tapos. Laban pa.
Di ba ang pinag-aralan?
Ang team effort pati sa coaching staff. You know, everybody just coming in and really just putting in their 2 cents worth. May fans din si Coach Sidney. Oh.
Yeah. May banner.
Ganda-ganda. Yes, SAVOUGE Athletics and Coach Sidney's saying hi to the fans. Maraming fans yan kahit sa mga nanunood.
Well, she has
SAVOUGE actually
proven.
one of the more popular teams here in Spikers Turf.
And Coach Cindy has proven her worth, you know.
Talaga naman. And so has this guy. Wendell Miguel. Just having a ball.
Yeah, you know, we talked about the wing hitters. Wendell Miguel is actually not yet in double digits, but so 10, 7. But Ronquillo with 12 and Ramirez with 15. So it's the wing hitters really getting a lot of the touches today.
And good spread of points. Credit that to Owa Retamar. Nice pickup. Ronquillo working hard from the back. Miguel off the block. He's playing so loose. Sabi niya, ano, narinig ko yun? He's pointing to his ear.
I think he was pointing to Magbayo.
Lumobo na ang kalamangan ng Signal. This is not, this bad news actually for SAVOUGE. Getting close to the second technical timeout.
But that's a quick turnaround after that.
Again, a break here. SAVOUGE. They need to take advantage of the service errors. Sanama back on the court. Could be the answer.
Yeah, they need his explosive hits to keep them going or to get them going.
Good cover by Lorenzo. And Miguel lost that joust. SAVOUGE gets a much-needed point. They're still down by 3.
That was we have to say, that was a strong showing by Sanama to block that back in because Miguel was going to brush it off the blockers, but just too much power in the hands of Sanama.
Again, Sanama really explosive in the first set. He was MIA in the second set. And these, you know, these painful service errors. I mean, that that's the subtext. I guess that's really how you explain this 4-point lead by Signal. So we are in the first day of our semifinals, Noreen.
Yeah, again, we started out with 10 teams, single round robin. Only 4 will make it to the semifinals, but joined by a guest team in Hyogi. And then single round robin, top 2 will play for the gold or the championship, and then the third and the fourth for the bronze.
Augie Cadwa, the team executive of Signal, enjoying the action with guest Coach Pigeri? Frigoni. Okay, I knew it sounded Italian. My bad. Sorry about that. Welcome, Coach Frigoni, to Spikers Turf. And look at SAVOUGE. They know what they need to do.
Well, they have to start now. We keep saying they have to start earlier. Now, and we keep moving, but you don't want to let Signal get into the 20s and you're still chasing. Whoa!
Oh! Is that an ace? Well, they certainly need that. That was not the hardest of serves, but error on the reception here, or some confusion on the side of Signal. That will give Sanama his first ace, the first ace of the entire match for both squads. But Signal in 16 points first with a 2-point lead.
Okay. Basta maayos ang napasa. Bala ka, diskarte mo. But we have to be aggressive. More, hindi pa tapos eh. Kailangan mas aggressive pa tayo. Basta ginagawa. Okay, misreceive. Hey, presence of mind. Ang taas naman ng bola, pwede mo i-over ng maayos. Oh, stop. Let's go!
Hey, signal! Signal!
So this is the closest that they've gotten in a while. Actually, a 2-point deficit. Kanina nga, we were waiting for SAVOUGE actually to lead, and they haven't quite done it. Sanama already with 9 points. So, yun na nga, inupo siya ng second set, and I think it's a great idea to get him back here on the court.
Much needed.
Yeah, making a difference. Miguel blocked. Another chance.
Good dig.
What a save there by Austria. And that's outside. And it looked, it was, I don't know if it even crossed the net, but Sanama's going to get that point. Let's see. Look at that. It was that save that did it for Austria. Just really worked a miracle there.
Well, we have a game. Just a 1 point. Well, just 1 point actually separating these two.
Back row attack, Austria. Great dig. And the transition. Ramirez just spoiling the fun again for SAVOUGE, but Ramirez doing Ramirez things.
Right, when needed, you call on Luis Ramirez wherever he may be. From the pipe.
That was good defense by Ronquillo. Caritativos dug by Owa. Wendell Miguel from the left pin, giving SAVOUGE breathing some life into SAVOUGE's game here via that error. Buhay pa ang spin doctors.
Yeah, he went long. He wanted to go down the line, which is the right thing to do. It is just that execution that failed him.
Now they gotta get their serves in. Nice and easy, good floater. Well, still good. Oh, pushing it out to Miguel.
Oh, good
Blockers
cover.
were there. Oh, again, it's Ramirez from the pipe. I mean, we don't want to say anything yet because nahawakan kahit papano. SAVOUGE was trying hard to get that ball back up. Enon was there, but Luis Ramirez again coming to the rescue for Signal.
Good effort, though. I mean, it was a very deep back row attack, but the effort was there, but still, Ramirez gets the point.
Oh, good save by Imperial. That worked. I mean, if you can give a play 2 points, I'm going to give that to SAVOUGE because that was a great effort, even by Imperial.
No, but
may foot.
Yeah, may challenge.
Let's see. Well, the challenges now are very crucial because Signal just wants to finish in 3. Doesn't want to give SAVOUGE another chance to play another set here.
So Coach Dexter is clarifying which foot fault, center line, foot fault. That's what they're going to check for.
So it was one of the front row people stepping across the center line. So I think they're going to take a while to look for the video because so many things happening. And we haven't had too many video challenges today. Let's see. Ayun. Ayan na nga. Aba, ang galing, ano?
Yeah.
Parang there's somebody assigned.
We
talaga.
didn't even notice it. He's
I
like,
don't think Imperial noticed it either.
his head was on the side of Signal already. Good job, coaching staff.
Wala tayong extra camera na for kung
And
sinong nauna.
here Austria tried to
football
clarify
o yung
things.
bola
But we
ng
saw in the
ate.
video,
Tumama pa kasi yung bola sa
clearly
ano,
si
kaya
Imperial nakasuot kasi dun sa ilalim ng net.
I'm sure what they're clarifying is if the ball had already touched the floor.
Let's see if we can.
No. That's a good call because obviously the ball is still in the air.
And, you know, check that it was Sanama with the, kasi yung kanyang, the momentum going forward.
Yung football.
Well, it was
Kaya
clear in
yun
the
yung
slow-mo that the ball is still in the air. You can see because of the last save of Signal, somebody was able to raise or to keep the ball up. So, yeah, it is a foot fault. Good call. Good call.
Wow. Pretty amazing. They caught that.
Yeah. And you think the coaching staff's not doing anything. They have to pay attention. They can't celebrate.
Signal with a reset here. Ramirez struggled with that one. Well, too near the net. Oh, now they're calling it inside. Okay, there goes the big screen TV of Coach Dex. Ball in, ball out. Luis Ramirez insisting that that ball was inside for Signal. Well, they have the challenges to give kasi successful yung isang challenge nila.
And I think Ramirez has the best vantage point because he's the one who pushed it down.
1916. It's not as if Signal is trailing. They're actually in the lead.
Looks out.
Yeah, there's a good space there. Good call, referee. Second referee.
Much to the delight of the SAVOUGE fans.
Yeah, we hear that. But still a 2-point lead for Signal. Still crunch time for SAVOUGE. And Gilles Torres back on the court. He hasn't seen much action today, actually, Gilles Torres. He had 8 against Signal in their first meeting.
And he's the 7th overall top scorer, and they need his points.
Wow. I mean, talk about the silent but deadly Ronquillo. Just another day in the office. Parang wala lang. Just a down-the-line kill for Ronquillo, giving Signal a 3-point lead. Outside, good call for SAVOUGE to let that go.
It's like it glided out the last minute. Lucky break. Okay, so now for SAVOUGE. You have a full front row. You're down by 2. This is the time. We keep saying this is the time.
That's off the block. Again, Ronquillo. We see a smile on his face. Usually medyo stoic ito si Ronquillo, but he's enjoying the 3-point lead here for Signal. He will sit out. Rotter back on the court. Ora Tabar will also get to rest. Silang coming in at the serve.
Well, they want to match full front to full front.
And we have a timeout. SAVOUGE needs to adjust.
Diba? Sabi ko sa inyo, pag dikit na kasi minsan yung bola, nagpapacheck na lang yan sila, ginaganon na lang sa mga kamay nyo. Tingnan mo yung binitawan kanina. Judgment tayo kung ano yung, kung nasaan yung bola, na ano. Pag alam nyo yung pagpapacheck lang, hindi utakan nyo na lang din. Kung kaya nyo dikdikin nyo na. Ha? Guys, 21-18, kung tutusin, 3 lang yan, kaya natin nabulin. Hanggat hindi pa yan nag-25, huwag kayong tumigil, huwag kayong tumigil.
Hey! Good!
Descarte, importante, sabi ni Coach Sidney, no? Especially at this point.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of that when the blockers last minute put their hands down because they know, that's what Coach Sidney was saying, judgment. If you know that they're just going to use your hands against you, discard.
Oh, the wind up. And here Austria just coming in the latter part of the second set and spending time on the court in this third set. Again, the leadership of team captain here Austria seems to be making a difference.
Better late than never.
Still a 2-point deficit. Always going for the big serve. Miguel taking care of that one though.
Oh, what a dig.
Pick up. Oh! The effort by Hero to keep it in, sayang yun because ang ganda nung up ni Jack Enon.
Yeah. Wasted opportunity.
Yeah, some confusion on the side of SAVOUGE there. It was definitely a wasted opportunity, like you said, Noreen. And this might be ominous when Umandal comes into the court just to finish.
Well, the first 2 sets is a clear example of that.
Big serve also coming from Ramirez. Austria taking care of that. Caritativo, Doug. Lorenzo will set. Umandal. Oh,
what a dig.
What a dig by Hero. Outside. Unfortunately, SAVOUGE couldn't finish. And error-prone Caritativo could not get that point.
Yeah, but you're right, no, couldn't get their game going, Torres, Caritativo.
Nasayang yung mga saves ni Enon, ni Hero in that last sequence. Oh, that was tough. That was a gimme for Jao Mandal. I think he's 100%. Anything he touches turns to gold. Jao Mandal setting up the team for match point.
Oh, he loves his kicks. It looks a bit goldish.
Yeah. Para hindi daw masagasaan sa gabi. Match point for Signal. It's going to be a sweep, looks like. Sanama still fighting. Lorenzo will set up Jao. Oh! Sanama Torres not done yet. A solid block.
Well, I'm sure SAVOUGE wishes that they've done a lot more of that early on.
And it's a plus that you do that against Jao. Timeout.
See. Oh, winning time. Receive, kung kaya na receive. Receivers, kung kaya na receive dito banda. Save, favorite. If nandito yung bola, you can do reverse. Be ready, rotor. Okay? You can do pipe. You have a lot of options. So bahala ka na. Spacing lang sa receive. Okay? Last one. Let's go! Bahala ka na,
Signal!
Coach Dex has so much confidence in his boys, and it must feel good if you're one of the Signal HT Spikers going into the court right now. Set point, match point, all these options.
It's a good pass. Oh,
Rother just sends it over. Chance here for SAVOUGE. Back set.
Whoa, what a
Good
dig.
pick up. Jao again. And Epito. Somebody was at the net. And it is Jao Mandal who will score the winning point. He did it for every set, and now for the match. That was an easy win for Signal. Contrast to their first meeting. And it's a payback time, really, for the HD Spikers. Ooh, somebody's down on the floor here. Sanama, we hope that isn't anything. They have more games in the semifinals. Maybe it's just a cramp.
looks like it.
Yeah.
And to think he didn't play the second set, maybe that's the reason. I think his fitness is something he needs to work on.
Yeah, well, when he was on the court, he was impressive. But it was Signal, just Jao Mandal, actually putting the finishing touches, but it was a whole team effort. Signal making a easy sweep of SAVOUGE this time around.
He rolled his right ankle.
not something we want to see at this stage with the semifinals coming in. Still 3 games for SAVOUGE in their first entry into the semifinals in the Spikers turf, but it is a sweep for the HD Spikers, 25-21, 25-21, 25-20. We'll take a quick break back after these.
Back here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the Spikers Surf Invitational Conference, and the Signal HE Spikers took a rerun and dominated over the SAVOUGE Aesthetic Spin Doctors in just 3 quick sets. Here with me with player of the game, no other than Louie Ramirez with 17 points, 17 attacks, and 6 receptions. Congratulations ulit, Louie. So, kita-kita natin yung preparations nyo para makuha tong malinis na panalo na to. Paano ninyo nakuha yung panapos from a 5-setter game against SAVOUGE in the early preliminaries to just a quick sweep now?
So yun, pinag-aralan namin nung last game na yung first game namin, maraming hindi pa nakalaro. So yun, nagbago yung tao din. Pinag-aralan namin every rotation nila, kinuha namin every attack nila kung saan sila pupunta. So yun, na-execute namin na maayos yung pinag-aralan namin. Pero yun, kulang pa rin, pero push pa kami.
Talking about that, Louie, so sinabi mo gano'ng kalaking factor yung pag-aral ninyo sa combination plays ng SAVOUGE Aesthetics para ma-counter ito. At syempre, pag-setup ng magandang depensa at coverage.
Parang kinuha lang namin sa serve namin kasi once na masira namin yung receive nila, yun, mapapadali yung trabaho namin, mawawala yung combination nila sa game. Kaya yun, focus kami sa serve.
At ibang klase talaga yung galing na pinakita nyo. Buong Signal HE Spikers. Pero Louie, ikaw, particularly, sino yung gusto mong batiin?
Yun, binabati ko yung Signal Management, syempre, tsaka coaches namin, mga teammate ko, tsaka family ko nanonood yan sa Pangasinan, tsaka lahat ng supporters ng Signal, tsaka SAVOUGE. Yun, thank you, son.
Sanay na talaga may interview. As POG, congratulations, Louie Ramirez and the rest of the Signal HE Spikers. Don't go away. We have more semifinals games coming this Friday. Signal against FEUD and Steel, and our guest team, Yogo versus SAVOUGE. Back to the panel.
Thanks so much, Ai. Congratulations to Louie Ramirez. And really, respect to SAVOUGE. Talaga naman pinag-aralan sila. They did not take SAVOUGE lightly, not the least. And it's just that Signal, we know that, you know, they have been playing together for quite a while. System is in place. And that's just where they are right now. That's the point they're in this tournament.
Yeah, but this loss, they're still in it. You know, they just want to, of course, pile up the wins. And let's take a look at the last numbers: 14 attack compared to 10 blocking. You know, these are the improvements you've seen from the Spin Doctors. They had incorporated blocks in their game, but too many errors. And one thing they want to acknowledge and check. But you have to give it to Signal. They made their adjustments. You saw that their weakness is actually their defense, and they adjusted, and great defense today.
All right, the action continues here on Spikers Turf. More games on Friday. Signal back on the court against FEU at 4 p.m. And we will see the Condo for the first time. Our guest team battling it out against SAVOUGE. So no rest for the weary. These guys have to fight again on Friday. They have the second game. And that is it for us. On behalf of Noreen Go and Alexis Tinsaitis has been Chikiro Puro. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you for more action here at the Spikers Turf 2024 Invitational.